Welcome to another update from the Force 13 Australia Oceania channel, where the weather scene continues to generate some weather warnings by the Bureau Meteorology's Brisbane and New South Wales offices. Currently on the screen is a further live shot of the weather scene to the north of Brisbane. Now we switch over to the current view, satellite view, and you can see the area of activity from let's say Rockhampton right down along the Queensland coast, and the bulk of the activity is to the south of the Queensland, New South Wales border. The Bureau of Meteorology, via their New South Wales office, has in place a top priority severe weather warning for heavy rainfall, updated at 4:41 AM local time. The warning remains current for the people in the northern rivers, mid-north coast, parts of the northern tablelands forecast district. Heavy rainfall, including locally very heavy falls with thunderstorms. Synoptic situation currently shows a low pressure system a low pressure trough continues to deepen offshore from the New South Wales north coast. A band of heavy rain, including locally very heavy rain associated with embedded thunderstorms, is likely to cause flash flooding in northern rivers, parts of the mid-north coast, and in eastern parts of the northern tablelands. Read the flooding item. New South Wales weather. This is a update, a news item via the weatherzone.com.au. From 21:25 Tuesday night. 8 people have been rescued by the New South Wales State Emergency Service after a car was engulfed by water and amid torrential rain in the state's north. The submerged car pictured was on Hogbin Drive in Gulfs Harbour, which was one of several caught in widespread flash flooding, with the New South Wales SES rescuing 4 people trapped in vehicles. When there's a severe weather event causing flooding, it is advisable and a priority item not to travel in any sort of floodwater. There's been quite a bit of material generated from severe weather events, which shows that cars do get trapped, and the image on the screen clearly shows what can happen. No thunderstorm activity is currently occurring along the coast. However, embedded thunderstorms, locally high rainfall rates are likely to redevelop Thursday. Locations which may be affected include Lismore, Grafton, Gulfs Harbour, Port Macquarie, Taree and Dorrigo. Since 9 AM Wednesday, many locations in the mid-north coast and the northern rivers have recorded between 100 to 200 millimetres. The New South Wales Bureau of Meteorology Office continues to issue flood warnings, and we have an initial minor flood warning for the Hastings River. Up to 135 millimetres of rain has been observed during the last 24 hours to 3 AM today over the Hastings catchment. Further rainfall is forecast for the next 48 hours. Now we switch over to the current radar rainfall outlook, and this is the 12-hourly outlook. Now we have a look at the Bureau's 24-hourly rainfall outlook. 4 days, 1 to 4. And you can definitely see where the worst of the weather scene is. It's at area as outlined in the BOM's severe weather warning. Now we switch over to the second 4-day chart. As mentioned yesterday, the Bureau of Meteorology Northern Region Tropical Cyclone 3-day outlook is reporting that the Arafura Sea is to see the Monsoon Trough fire up again, and you can definitely see the Gulf of Carpentaria up along the top end of Australia, Darwin region, across towards East Timor, where there is information indicating that a low could form, but it's far too soon to say what's going to happen. Now we look at days 1 through 8 and how the rainfall picture changes. Then we look at the rainfall total scale on the right hand side, and as mentioned, it's the dark green, light blue, dark blue, then the purple, then the pink. Now we look at the 850 MB vorticity. I think I might have just had a technical issue, but we're back with you. Area of interest is the yellow over the Darwin region, Arafura Sea. Now here's the western region. Now, please be advised that when viewing various weather models, computer-generated models, the caution must be applied as the models do change regularly, but it's what is generated that has my interest. So what we'll do is we'll just have a look from 0 hours out to 240. Two areas of interest: northern New South Wales and the area north of the New South Wales Queensland border, and the Northern Territory WA border. And it's far too soon to say what's going to happen up there in the Arafura Sea, but this is just one model that is indicating a possible tropical signal to develop. And that is out to 240 hours. And quickly we'll just look past the 240 hour mark. And unfortunately the Coral Sea remains very quiet, and unless we see a tropical cyclone in the Coral Sea, it's going to equal the quietest period dating back to at least 1920, 1927. Now, ACREM is the Australian Citizens Radio Emergency Monitors. They are a voluntary organisation here in Australia. Being a senior member of the organisation, like Force 13, we're looking for people to help with their operation. ACREM has been around since the late 1970s, 1975, and they provide a monitoring service on the Citizens Band radio band over here in Australia. And stay tuned to Force 13's Australia Oceania channel for more information on that organisation that does provide emergency assistance, but via monitoring particular radio channels, and if needed they do call emergency services. They have handled marine mayday calls. So that's another item that will be expanded on. And as mentioned earlier, this is the satellite view of the Australian continent, the region to its north and eastern region. And before we go,
you can follow Force 13 on any of our many outlets, the website force13.com and its tracker. Of course, we're on YouTube, you're probably watching us there, but if not, there it is. You can also find us on Facebook, search Force 13, all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter, also all in text. You can also add Fool 13 on Skype and add extension 9094 on Discord.